Yes, indeed. Welcome to Sports Extra Overtime, 30 minutes devoted to high school football. I'm Kurt Pegler.
And I'm Patrick Cunningham. Week 8 of the season, teams moving closer to playoff berths and to conference championships, and a big game in the Big 12 conference race in Normal tonight.
Normal West playing host to Peoria High. Both teams state ranked, both unbeaten in Big 12 play. Peoria High had the momentum early in the rain. Malachi Washington ripping off chunk yardage on the opening drive of the game. One big gain after another. It's a 12-play drive, all rushes, capped off by a Washington touchdown run. 6-0 Lions, the two-point conversion failed, but Normal West defense started to dig in, and then early in the second quarter, the offense finishes off a long drive. Jaden Mangrum keeps it and scores, and we're tied at 6. Then a huge momentum-shifting play. Tino Gist passes off his receiver and intercepted by West's Xavier Edwards. He takes it back. Pick 6, huge West score. They shut out the Lions the rest of the night, 30-6, and can win the Big 12 title next week at Champaign Centennial. What a win.
Another Big 12 game, this time back in Peoria. Normal Community against Notre Dame. Second quarter, the Irish with 1 yard to the end zone. They sneak in. Quarterback Liam O'Neill, is he in? Takes a while to find out, but the officials say he did cross the plane. They're on the board first, 6-0. Still in the second, Normal Community, it's Zion Crawford and Caden Mass in for the sack of the Peoria quarterback. That Peoria Notre Dame quarterback down to the wire. Normal Community wins 19-13 in overtime.
Bloomington playing host to Champaign Central. Each team 2-5. Second quarter action here. Central with the ball, trying a little play action and throwing downfield, but Bloomington's Adam Beasley waiting for it. Interception. Now he's a ball carrier. Really nice return into Champaign Central territory, and then the offense goes to work. Quarterback A.J. Codron with a man open. That's Garrett Dickerson in the end zone. Raiders get a big win, 37-7 over Champaign Central.
Wrapping up the Big 12, Richwoods at home against Danville. Now Danville's offense was outstanding tonight. Second quarter, Phillip Shaw with the run inside. One of his many touchdowns on the night. The Knights defense with a little bit of a great play here, trying to stop the running back, but that won't stop Christian Watson from ripping away the ball. That turnover, though, would not be enough to get him going. Danville wins 58-7.
In the Mid-Illini in Week 8, East Peoria forfeiting its game against Metamora due to a lack of healthy players. The Raiders are hoping to have enough to play next week in the season finale against Pekin.
Now Pekin looking to move to 8-0 against Limestone on senior night. Second play of the game for them. Tanner Sprecher gets the jet sweep. He's going to round the outside, and he is gone. Pekin up 7-0 in just a couple of moments, and he is fired up right there. We cut to later in the first. It's now 14-0. Kanye Tyler with the carry up the middle. Makes some moves, and he finds his way in for another touchdown. Pekin rolls on this one 49-6, and they are 8-0.
Big game in the Mid-Illini Conference between Dunlap and Morton. They're each fighting for their playoff lives. Morton controlled this game in the first half and early in the third quarter. Brett Michael had 3 touchdowns on the ground. This is a nice run, which sets up a passing TD. Jude Hart to Micah Wong. Off a little play action fake here. This made it 21-0 in favor of the Potters. They're in control, right? Nope. Dunlap goes to the air. The passing game worked. Madden Burke to Graham Glover on this gain here. Glover and Gabe Munoz with long touchdown receptions in the third quarter. Dunlap forces overtime and wins a wild one in overtime, 35-34. Washington tries to hold on to second place, playing at Canton. Second quarter action here. Panthers running back Kana McQuarrie. What a year he's had. Running hard, makes a couple of defenders miss on his way to the end zone. This gives Washington a 21-0 advantage. Then later in the second, it's McQuarrie again. Got that uniform all dirty. He eludes a couple of tacklers, almost brought down here. Stays on his feet, and then look at this. Stiff arm at the end of the run. He's in the end zone again. Washington 41, Canton nothing.
To Hancock Stadium, U-High back home to play Decatur MacArthur. Pioneers have the ball, and look at quarterback Colin Cunningham. He's going to take it himself. He bursts through the hole, and he is going to have a huge run, almost 40 yards down the field to Decatur's 20. Now the Pioneers can't capitalize fully, and they'll have to settle for the field goal. Now they would get the ball back on this fumble recovery right here. Look at Oliver Cade. He's going to scoop it up, but the Pioneers, they would drop a close one, 14-9. Now moving on to the small school matchups, we start with the Prairie Central Hawks, who can at least clinch a share of the Illini Prairie title with a win tonight.
And they can move to 8-0 with that win at Monticello. And after holding the Sages on 4th down to force a turnover, the Hawks waste no time capitalizing. This is quarterback Drew Habercorn. Rolls to the backside, can't find a receiver. He's going to keep it himself, and that was a smart choice. He's gone 84 yards for a touchdown. He had a couple of huge runs. You want to see another one? How about on the next drive? He's going to do it again. Habercorn works the right side. He's gone again. 2 long TD runs in the first quarter alone. The Hawks are 8-0 after a 48-13 impressive win at Monticello.
Big Heart of Illinois matchup between 6-1 Eureka and 6-1 Tri-Valley. And look at this stalemate mud bowl. 0-0 in the last minute of the game. Eureka with the ball, but it is fumbled and recovered by Logan Petrelli. Very next play, still in the final minutes. Tri-Valley with the ball at the Eureka 11, trying to pass it, but fumbled and recovered by Ben Jablonski for Eureka. Very next play, Tri-Valley's Drendan Stickling forcing the fumble, recovered by Petrelli again. 3 fumbles in 3 straight plays. Still under a minute left in the game. Tri-Valley quarterback Andy Knox hands the ball, takes it himself, hangs on to it, gets the touchdown from 6 yards out. Tri-Valley wins in the final minute, 6-0.
That was a wild one. Ridgeview Lexington looks to stay unbeaten, taking on Hayworth at home, trying to go to 8-0, and the Mustangs get on the board with Logan Friedmansky rushing in from 11 yards out. That gives the Mustangs an early lead, and then Ridgeview Lexington has that running back Caden Farrell. He's tough to stop. Surveys the field, runs it in from 13 yards away. Mustangs are 8-0 after an impressive 41-6 win.
El Paso Gridley travels down Highway 24 to Tremont for a Heart of Illinois Conference game. El Paso will start the game with a run from quarterback Cameron Schumacher, following his blockers, breaking tackles, and he's going to put them on the board here. Long run down the sideline. Now after a Tremont turnover, Dax Gentis, well, he's going to take the ball up the middle for a 60-yard touchdown of his own for the Titans. Makes the score 13-0 at the end of the first. They go on to win the game 38-6. DMAC on a 3-game winning streak, trying to make it 4 straight versus Fieldcrest, and Fieldcrest quarterback Brady Russman. They're down 20 here, so he's going to try and bring him back. Finds Josiah Johnson in the end zone, putting the Knights on the board. That would be just about it for him. Later in the half, down to 4th down near the goal line. But look at this DMAC defense. This is textbook tackling right here. Forces the incompletion. DMAC gets the ball back, and they win big, 64-14.
Elmwood Brimfield tries to break a 2-game losing streak. The Trojans at home taking on LVC first quarter. The Trojans running back Lane Durst takes a handoff right up the middle, just going to break right through that defense and get into the end zone, give his team a 14-0 advantage, and then why not go for 2? Quarterback Oliver Hines finds Jacob Avery in the back of the end zone for the conversion. Elmwood Brimfield cruises to a 40-0 win over LVC tonight.
Now let's look at some other scores from around the area. Starting in the Illini Prairie, IVC 14-0 winners over Pontiac. Over in the Sangamo Conference, Olympia goes on the road. They fall 48-26 over Auburn after that game was tied late in the third. Over in the Prairie Land Conference, Farmington 46-16 winners over South Fulton. That makes them 6-2. So Farmington headed to the playoffs. Congrats to the Farmers. Macomb, state-ranked powerhouse, taking down Havana 36-8. Over in the Lincoln Trail, Abington Avon loses to Knoxville tonight, 41-7. Knoxville also 6-2, so they are in the playoffs as well. And then Mercer County shuts out Stark County, 28-0.
Several area teams scheduled to play on Saturday: Manual, Central Catholic, Princeville, and Leroy, with Saturday games in Week 8.